Oh, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad.
Okay, this time I got the WLToys 140104. I don't know, there's no number on here. Oh, there we go. 149, that's not it at all. 104001. Doesn't say WLToys though. Let's quick look at what it says on the car itself. It says match excellent racer, super fast. I don't know about that at 45 plus kilometers an hour. Same drivetrain as the purple 1/12 scale, so it's not going to be as fast for sure. It's bigger, same motor. Oh look, typo there, no big deal. Actual product. Not going to give them too hard of a time on that. Parts list, charger, tool, spare parts. Not sure where those go yet. Oh, we got the carriers, the knuckles. That's what broke on my purple one, so glad that they give spares this time. And there it is. Transmitter. Looks the same as last time. Four by 4 Metal Workshop Sports. Oh, I should take out my purple one. The tires are different. Last time was a pinwheel tire. Seems smooth enough. Nothing else in the box. Let's take a quick look and then I'll bust out the purple one for comparison. Well caught there. Once again, it feels really thin. I think I'm going to reinforce this with Gorilla Tape before I even run it. Or maybe I just won't jump it. But who am I kidding? I'm probably going to jump it. Here we go. We got the same battery. It looks like the 2200. This battery is much more secure than the last one. It's like an exact fit for this battery in that little compartment. Here's the receiver ESC. There's a motor. There's a heat sink on it this time. There's the, what I assume is a center diff. Yeah, I think let's take out the, I don't want to say 124001, whatever the purple one is. Be right back. Okay, so I got the other one out, and actually the wheels are actually pretty similar. I kind of remember them being pinwheels, but no, they're kind of like this, but a little denser here, a little more spread out here. The wheels are definitely wider in the back this time. They were, I guess they were wider in the back last time too, but less noticeably. Let me just get a direct side-by-side comparison. It's sounding kind of crunchy. It's kind of beat up. And there's my replaced 3D printed axle carriers, so glad to see that this one came with some spares. Shocks are definitely bigger. Everything's definitely bigger except for the motor. ESC is actually a different ESC. But I know from other people that this cannot run 3S, so I'm not even going to try. Looks like a full-size servo. Steering is basically the same as last time. The exception the servo is mounted that way instead of the other way, 90 degrees. Let's take a look at the back. Those look very similar. again, that's my destruction of the body. I'm going to reinforce the new one before I jump it. So I don't know if I'll get a review out tomorrow. I'll take some time. Yeah, I learned last time that this one really isn't meant for bashing. It's pretty fun for driving around, but for jumping, it's just not going to hold up. They're really meant for racing and just playing around, so I think that's what I'm going to try to do more with this one. I'm not going to go too crazy trying to jump it, but I will, of course, do a little bit just to see. Alright, I guess that's it for now. I also took out the rear differential because people said that there's no grease in there. I found there is some grease in there, and I'll show that in a sec. So to remove the diff cover, you gotta remove the screws from the top, the back here, not these two. I removed those thinking I would, but you don't. And these 4 down at the bottom here. So inside, once you get that out, that's a disaster. Okay, so I just opened up the differential and I just dropped it so everything went flying, but the grease was right there, and now that I had to pick everything back up, I kind of wiped it off and I rubbed it into the gears the best I could, but I'm still going to add some additional white silicone grease here. Put some in here too. And I will re-seat this together. Alright, so I'll put everything back together and I'll do the same on the front. Okay, I've been prepping the buggy for taking on its first run. What I did was I'm replacing the body clips with Velcro on the sides again. Last time the battery fell, and that was one of the things that helped, but this body or battery tray looks better, so, but it doesn't hurt to do that anyways. I hate the body clips. And then I wrapped the bottom or the body in Gorilla Tape, and the wing is what broke on me last time, so that's wrapped in Gorilla Tape. That'll hopefully give it a little bit more durability. It's really thin, so, and I like how it feels afterwards. It's kind of soft but sturdier feeling. Then the other thing I messed up in my 124019 was the top of the shocks, and what I did there was I added washer, so I'm going to do the same thing here. So I've already removed one of the screws here, and it's a M3 screw 20 millimeters long, so I'm replacing it with a 25. So that's just going to look like this. Little spacer there, that goes into the pivot ball. Then I add my washer, which is this one. Oh, not this one. Yeah, I wish I could get a bigger one, but it'll hit the bottom of that. So this will be better. It's just about the same height as the plastic there. And then I gotta put my lock nut back on. Alright, I'm ready to run the two WLToys, the 124019 and the 104001, I believe. The 1/10th and the 1/12th. That one's on. This one on? So the interesting thing about these is that they kind of bind like the cheap drones. They'll bind to whatever remote or transmitter is on in the area, so I can now control them both. You can see purple one is definitely faster. Alright, so let me turn off the purple one and we'll take out the new one. And I do have the GPS mounted, so I should be able to get a speed reading on this. I think it has batteries. Let's see. The feel of the two cars is very similar, but it's definitely slower. It's much slower. That's full trigger. I'll do a full speed run right here. Yeah, it's way slower. Well, let me turn on the GPS. We'll get a speed run while the battery's fresh. Wait, there we go. Alright, so it's tracking. Okay, so let's head down that way. Alright, and then we'll do a full speed run back. Doesn't take that long to get full speed on this car. That's probably it right there. Let's do a couple more to be sure. Go a little further out. Triggers all the way down. Yeah. Definitely slower than the purple one. Let's take a look at the reading. Alright, so that's not it. Come on. No, I don't believe that. Oh, I gotta press stop. 25. Yeah, it's way, way slower. I'll test the purple one too. I don't have a GPS, or I can't mount it, but maybe I just throw it in the body right now. I need to find a piece of Velcro to mount it in. But as far as driving, I think this one's actually better for little kids to drive since it's not so fast. It still handles very nicely. Doesn't spin out too easily. When you push the throttle into a turn, the car will just push into a slide like this. The turn will end up really wide, but it won't spin out. So that makes it a lot easier to drive, and it still has the throttle, so you can turn this down, the throttle trim, and now it goes really slow. So now that's full trigger down, maybe even slower than that. That's full trigger down, it's barely moving. So that's always nice to have as a kid. I mentioned in my other review of the purple one. Personally, I think I feel like the purple one is funner because the purple one is just so much speed for the size of the car, and this one's just flat out feels slow. This kind of feels like the old cars I used to have when I was a kid. Well, Tyco ones. The slide's nice. But the tires it's really meant for a race on carpet. I don't think the tires will last very long. In the end, that's probably what my intention for these cars are, to just have to switch out the tires for more durable tires and just kind of use them to spin around in the street. I don't think they'll last very long if you go jumping with it, although I will do a couple jumps today. And I'll grab the ramps right now. Alright, let's see how it flies. Take it easy. I think it slapped there. And the thing doesn't go very fast. I wonder... Oh, I missed. Get a better angle so I can see. That was almost full speed. Try full speed. Oh, yeah. I barely made that. That was full speed. Took it pretty well. I guess in a way this one is a lot less prone to get damaged since it's much slower going off jumps. That might be good for kids. Oh, can't save that one. Still good. Oh, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Still good. All right, maybe I should get a single person drag race going. Let's see if I'd set that up. I'll do the 1 transmitter, 2 car race. Okay, we're lined up for the single transmitter race. Maybe I should start off further apart so they don't crash into each other as easily, hopefully. All right, let's go. Okay, so I got the GPS in there. I forgot I had a mount in there before. Okay, one more run. Honestly, they both feel kind of slow compared to the Vortex. This one's definitely faster. Feels faster. Oof. Yeah, this one's funner. I like small cars too. So much more lively. Oh, maybe the tires won't last nearly as long. My tires are pretty shot. Oops. Can't see there. There we go. Alright, let's take a look at the GPS data. Oh, stop. Read 32. So 7 miles per hour difference. That hit my shoe. Oh. And there's our first problem. All right, my overall impressions, I think that this car is a little slow to be a racer. Like if you wanted a racer and unless you needed a 10th scale, I don't know why you wouldn't get this. It's cheaper, it's way faster, it handles about the same, so I don't really see the point of getting this one for a racer unless you need a 1/10 scale. And as far as bashing goes, I think maybe this is a little sturdier than this, but for about $150, I think if money budget isn't that big of an issue, I think I'd save up for the Arma Mega 4x4, which is $229 retail. So looking at about a $80 difference, but I think that will be a lot more durable than this, and the part support and just the general durability of an Arma product would probably be a better option than this. You'd still get a 550 brushed motor, that would be comparable. You get a bigger car than this, and again, unless you need a 1/10 scale, the 1/8 scale Arma Typhon seems like a pretty good option. As far as maybe you need something for a child, then that's where I see this as an advantage. This is easy to drive, it's fairly slow. You have the option to even make it slower on the transmitter. The funnest part of this, I think, was having both of these and doing the drag race with the same transmitter. So I know there's no lag because they're both receiving the exact same signal. So that was pretty cool to be able to control two cars with one and you know exactly how much faster one is than the other. As far as driving this on the street as opposed to a carpet track, again, I don't think these tires will last very long, so this really is meant to be driven on a carpet track. And would I buy it again? I think I wouldn't. I would actually buy this one again because in my opinion this one's just a lot more fun, and other than that, I don't really see what advantages the bigger one has. I don't need to have a 1/10 scale racer, and I'm certainly not going to bash this very hard, knowing that parts will bend, like these towers will bend, this will likely break eventually, the tires will just wear out quickly. Maybe I'll upgrade this and change out the tires once they wear down, and maybe I will find that with outdoor tires and it's funner to drive around outdoors. But other than that, I think it's a very niche product, but if that's what you need, then that's what you should get. It's a decent price for what you get. And I think that's it. As always, please like and subscribe. Please use my affiliate links if you're going to buy either of these cars. And I'll see you next time.